Alright, so in the last video we made a custom widget plugin for our showcase area. Now what I want to do is implement the sidebar. Alright, we've already done half the work. If we look in functions PHP, we already have registered our sidebar area. So what we need to do now is go to index.php and go down to where we have our sidebar, which is this area here. And before I get rid of this, let's make sure that we create our widgets. Alright, so we already have the categories one. We don't have to worry too much about that, but let's create this this text one. Okay, so if we go to our back end here, we have the categories. We can bring that over. Save that. And then we also want the custom text. We want this one right here. We'll put that right under the categories. Paste in our heading and then our text. Actually, we want the text and the button. So I'm going to just grab that. Alright, we'll save. And now we can go ahead and replace this stuff. Okay, so we want this entire callout div and then this entire callout div. Alright, and then in here, what we'll do is check to see if the sidebar is active. So we'll say if is active sidebar, and the position is also called sidebar. Okay, and then in here we're going to say PHP dynamic sidebar, and save that. Let's go to the front end, reload. Okay, so there's our widgets. These are coming from the back end. Now for the categories, let's create some. Oh, we have our categories. Why aren't they showing? Oh, they're not showing because there's nothing in them. Okay, by default it's only going to show categories that have posts in them. Now these aren't the ones I want at all, so I'm gonna get rid of these. And then I'm just gonna add a couple. We're gonna say shirts, hats, and shoes. Okay, and if we go and reload, you still won't see them because we don't have anything in them. Now, just to make sure that the categories will show up, I'm going to add this hello world to all of the categories. Okay, so now you can see they're showing up. Now I don't like how this looks. I want it to use some custom classes, some foundation classes. So what we'll do is we'll create a widgets folder in the theme folder. And let's grab, we're going to go, actually I'm going to open this up in Windows. Okay, I'm going to go to includes, widgets, and I want to grab the categories widget right here. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to bring it to the theme folder. Oops. Widgets, paste that in. Okay, and then we can open that from within Sublime. And what we want to do is add on to the end of the class name, custom. And we want to just search for the UL tag, and all I want to do is add some classes. Okay, so class menu and vertical. Okay, we'll save it, and then we have to include that file in our functions PHP file. Alright, so we want to go to the top and let's say require underscore once, and then we're going to pass in widgets slash what is it, class WP dash widget dash categories. Okay, so we're including that file now. Now we're going to have to register it. So let's go down to the bottom here. And we'll create a function called ms underscore register widgets. Okay, we want to pass in the class name, which is WP underscore widget underscore categories underscore custom. Alright, and then we'll just add an action. Alright, save it. And let's go and look at the front end now. And now the categories, you can see, has changed and looks a little better. Now the next big thing we have to do is the main content area. Alright, so we're going to do that in the next video, but before we go, I just want to split up the index file into our header and footer files. So we're going to go from the very top here down to the end of the header tag. We're going to cut that, and in its place we're going to say PHP get header. Okay, and then what we'll do is create a file called header.php, and we'll just paste that in there. Alright, and we should see no change. So we'll do the same thing with the footer. So in index, we're going to go from the bottom up to, let's see, the footer. Cut that out, and then we're going to put in PHP WP underscore footer. No, that's not right. We want get footer. Alright, and then we'll just create a file called footer and paste that in. Go back to the front end, reload, and everything's fine. Okay, so in the next video we'll get into the main content area.